Hey everybody, today I'm talking about reparenting. If you were raised by a narcissistic parent, this video is for you. Today is my kid's first day back at school, so hopefully I will be able to put more videos up more frequently. The little one started first grade, so it's her first year going to school for the full day. So nervous, but she'll be okay. And then the older one is going to be in third grade. So, all right, reparenting. I'm going to speak about it in two different ways. First, reparenting in terms of a way to recover from having endured narcissistic abuse in your own childhood. So, if you were raised by a narcissist, one of your parents were narcissistic, you need to reparent yourself. The other way I'm going to speak about reparenting is raising your own children. So, first I'm going to say that if you are raised in a toxic environment, meaning you had a narcissistic parent, odds are the other parent was probably an enabler. They say that parent orbited around the narcissist, which is essentially the way a family functions with a narcissistic parent. That is the dynamic of the home. Everything revolves around the narcissistic parent. So as a child, you were deprived of love and attention and nurturing. Odds are you were neglected. Your emotional needs were entirely neglected because I know, speaking for myself, I was very sensitive. I was highly sensitive growing up. I cried at everything, including commercials. Things just got me easily. And having a narcissistic parent, they don't tolerate that because they're like, everything's about me, so you need to shut it down, which is what happened to me. They didn't want to deal with me being an individual person and having my own feelings, having my own, actually having to pay attention to me. So they essentially shut down my emotions. They conditioned me to do that myself. The attention was all about the narcissistic parent. So odds are that's what happened to you. The attention was all about your narcissistic parent. So you were neglected and you were conditioned to ignore yourself because that's what everybody else was doing. So reparenting is essential. We have developed some of the harshest inner critics you'll ever find because our parents were beyond harsh on us in terms of not acknowledging our accomplishments or diminishing our accomplishments or just not acknowledging our accomplishments at all. So that is extremely detrimental to a child, not receiving that kind of recognition and praise that inherently should be coming from your parents, not if you have a narcissistic parent. Early childhood development is a crucial time in your life. That's why Freud is so popular. That's why people specialize in this area of studies. Like I have my master's in psychology. People actually specialize in early childhood development. I focused on marriage and family. Ironically, this is all years before I even learned that I came from a narcissistic mother. So mind-blowing. But I say it all the time and I'll keep saying it. Life happens for us, not to us. I truly in my heart believe that things in our lives happen for a reason and put us exactly where we're supposed to be when we're supposed to be there. So back to reparenting, it's essential in overcoming narcissistic abuse in your recovery. Be kind to yourself. They even suggest visualizing yourself as a child and you reparenting in your own mind, you being the parent and consoling your child, comforting your child, paying attention to yourself as a child. Just, it's up to us because our parents failed us. They did not do any of this for us. So now as adults, we're, doing double duty. We have to reparent ourselves. We have to be kind to ourselves. We have to acknowledge our feelings. We have to enable our feelings and encourage our feelings. So reparenting essentially consists of you being kind to yourself and nurturing yourself. So we need to shut that inner critic down in order to do so. And the more you reparent yourself, the smaller and smaller that inner critic will become. So it's inevitable. The kinder you are to yourself, you will be healing and recovering, and the inner critic will find its way out. So that's the first part of reparenting that I wanted to speak on. The second part I wanted to talk about is being a parent yourself. If you're a parent yourself, you have your own children. I know, speaking from personal experience, that when, like, I say it to my husband all the time, that, and we share the same fascination by our children. They are these individual little people, these personalities that are developing, and they're so beautiful and they're so unique. And being raised by a narcissist, we were not given that respect. You're never respected if you have a narcissistic parent. They don't respect boundaries. They don't respect you as an individual. They view you as an extension of themselves, and everything you do is a reflection of them. Everything that you achieve is them. If you fail at something, they're the victim. They're always the victim. So when you reparent your own children, it's both painful and it's so gratifying. It's painful because, as I said, I'm realizing how much, in fact, that I was deprived of, and how cruel a person has to be, a parent has to be, to not nurture your own child, to not provide the basic emotional support to your own child. It's sad. It's very sad, and we are entitled to grieve that, and we need to. It's part of the healing process. So, on the other hand, it's extremely rewarding to raise our own children. We love them. We respect them. I'm thrilled to be their mother. It's an honor. It's a privilege. And I absolutely love that silly example. My 8-year-old, the other day, we were getting our hair cut. My friend comes to our house and does our hair. It's a wonderful setup. And I said, hey, let's get our hair cut for school. It'll be, let's get ready for the first day. It's a special thing. And she says, yeah, Mom. She goes, I want to cut my hair up to here. She did like a bob. It's adorable. But that was something that she came up with all on her own. And it just makes my heart so happy, because when I was little, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that my mother forced me to have short hair. Like, I looked like a boy. It wasn't until, I guess, about 4th, 5th grade that I started to kind of speak up for myself as much as I could in that kind of toxic environment. But, it was at that point she allowed me to start growing my hair a little bit longer. But, our kids, I want them to feel respected at all times. I want them to be the individuals that they are. So my 8-year-old got her hair cut in a little bob and it looks adorable and she absolutely loves it and we love it too, my husband and I and our other daughter. It's just all the rage in our house right now. So Madeline got a bob. So when you have your own kids and you respect them and you get to be the parent that you always wanted, it's so fulfilling, it's so gratifying. And you just look at these kids and you think, you know, thank God that I'm able to give this to them, that I'm able to be the parent that I never had. So that's another take on reparenting. But reparenting yourself is essential in overcoming narcissistic abuse. Be kind to yourself. Early childhood development is when we establish our reactions to the outside world. It's how we learn to respond to things. And we might have been conditioned to respond with anxiety, fear, or depression. Totally valid emotions. Just reparent yourself and know that it's okay to feel whatever you feel and help yourself through it. Be kind. Pete Walker, in his CPTSD book, which is amazing, speaks about reparenting as well in the same way that I did, in terms of being kind to yourself and acknowledging and supporting yourself when you have any kind of reaction or emotion to anything. It's okay. Just reassure yourself that it's okay and that you're a good person and that you love yourself. It sounds silly if you're not a victim of narcissistic abuse, but if you are, it's critical. So Pete Walker actually has a website of reparenting affirmations. I'll link it below. It's just things that you can tell yourself to be the parent you never had, which you need. I also just saw a post on Instagram, because I love Instagram, from Thriving Littles. She posted a picture of a book. It's called Parenting from the Inside Out, from Daniel Siegel and Mary Hartzell. I'll try to find it and link it below as well. It's probably on Amazon. It's where I get everything. But she told me, I have not read it yet, but I'm going to, because I have stacks of books that I would love to get to now that my kids are in school. So she said that's a great book for reparenting yourself. So I'll link it below as well. Just know we might be down, but we're not out. We're fighting to overcome the damage that was done to us from our narcissistic parents. And we're getting there. Learning and educating yourself and knowing what we've dealt with is the beginning. It's some of the first steps. And God bless you. I'm thrilled for you that you're taking the steps that you need to get out from under this negative cloud. Check out my Instagram. I'll link that below as well. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not done that yet, and I'll be back with more. Have a great day.